Julie from Body Forte, and I wanted to talk to us a little bit today about having knee pain when you squat. Now, squatting is a daily functional activity that we do. Everything from sitting to standing to picking up your child who is running away from you. All of these activities require you to bend. Now, if you find that you have pain in your knees with any of these activities, or you find that when you do bend, your knees tend to collapse in, there are certain things and certain exercises that we can do to help this. We can start by focusing on strengthening your hips, or even assessing the range of motion of your ankles. So we're going to run through a couple of exercises that you can do that can possibly help if that issue is coming from your hips, and we can look at how we can work at range of motion if the problem is at your ankles. So we're going to set up for our first hip exercise. So you're going to get lying on your side, and we're going to be looking at strengthening the muscles on the outside of the hip to help to minimize that collapse of the knees. So we're going to start with a clamshell exercise where we're going to work on just lifting your top knee and lowering, keeping your ankles together, keeping your hips stacked on top of each other, and keeping your belly button pulled in towards your spine for good core engagement. Another exercise that we can do is focusing on lengthening your hip muscles, pressing your heel into the ball, and rolling that ball up and down the wall. And you'll feel a really good burn in that outer part of your hip. And a third exercise we can do, again, using our ball, involves pressing that knee outwards as you go into a squat to fire up these outer hip muscles and get them turned on so that they'll know what to do when you're actually doing this functional activity. Now, if the problem is not at your hips and your external rotators and abductors for the hips are working fine, maybe we can look at what's happening at your ankle. And maybe they're stiff. Maybe we need to work on range of motion to get those ankles a little bit more flexible. So one of the things we can do is work on getting that knee to touch the wall, keeping the toes slightly away from the wall, and working that in. And the final thing that we can do, again, addressing range of motion at your ankles, is doing toe points. So just trying to see how far you can reach with one toe, keeping the heel of the opposite foot down. Now, these are just some basic exercises that we can work on to help you if you have knee pain or any other difficulties when you squat. But to do a full assessment, you need to come into the office and have us look through and see how we can work on a program to make your squat better. Thanks, guys, and see you in studio soon.